The African National Congress says government is on track to deal with the country's energy crisis. The ruling party says measures announced by President Cyril Ramaphosa during the State of the Nation address, which include the declaration of the national state of disaster, will alleviate the pressure faced by businesses and ordinary South Africans. Newzroom Afrika's Athi Mtongana joining us live now from Parliament with the African National Congress. Athi, good morning to you. I suppose one of the questions that face ANC MPs has to do with that declaration which was made 2 weeks ago. If this was indeed urgent, shouldn't at least the electricity minister have been made known by now to South Africans?
Well, Xoli, the person to actually answer that is Mr. Sfiso Buthelezi from the African National Congress. Xoli is asking about that announcement that was made by the President, of course, the eminent Minister of Electricity. Shouldn't he be appointed at this stage? What can you tell us?
Look, that's the prerogative of the President. So the President knows what's going to happen about that. But I think the main thing is about electricity. I think as the ANC and as caucus, we are saying that it's very important that we intervene as far as electricity is concerned and try to enable Eskom to do things. So from the budget, we are expecting the Minister of Finance to give us more detail as to exactly how we're doing it. You remember in the mid-term budget, the Minister spoke about the intervention where the debt of percentage of the debt, 33 and a third to 66 and a two-thirds, between that, he said that should go to the sovereign debt to try and strengthen the balance sheet of Eskom so that Eskom is able to focus on what they're supposed to do, and that is to deliver electricity to the people of South Africa. That's what we are saying as caucus, as the ANC. That's very important. As to how other things happen, it's the President will decide on the questions of ministers and so on and so forth. I don't know why are we so much interested in the minister. I think the main thing...
I think what Xoli was really trying to ask is that surely if the issue of the energy crisis insofar as the declaration of the national state of disaster, if it's an urgent matter, surely by now, considering the fact that the President announced this during the State of the Nation address, if it was that urgent for the President and the ANC, wouldn't the minister be appointed by now?
No. As far as timing is concerned, the question assumes that nothing is happening now. The very fact that today the Minister of Finance is going to be saying something on Eskom and on electricity, there are many things which are happening. The coming in of the new minister, obviously the President will consider many variables before he does that. But the point of the matter is there's something that is happening as we are talking. One of those things is going to come from the budget of the Minister of Finance.
You mentioned Eskom's balance sheet, something that the Democratic Alliance has criticized the government about, the transfer of some of Eskom's debt into the national balance sheet. What do you say to that?
You know, let's first agree that there's nothing as pressing in this country as the supply of electricity. I think let's agree on that one. So if we agree on that one, everything which is going to enhance and allow Eskom to provide electricity is something that is going to be welcome. So as the ANC, as the party in government, we have identified that we know that that is going to go to the sovereign debt. But what are we saying? We're saying if you deal with the question of electricity, you are then able to impact the economy positively, so that we have got more revenue for the government, so that the government is able to deal with the question of sovereign. In any case, a lot of Eskom debt is guaranteed by government. If Eskom doesn't pay it, it goes back to government. So these are just semantics. Obviously, DA is opposition. They'll always find something to hang on. The fact of the matter is that whether we are DA, whether we are ANC or anybody else, we all agree that we need to provide electricity. So the intervention which we are making as the African National Congress is to try and ensure that we get electricity, security of supply as soon as possible. This is not just one of the interventions what we are doing at Eskom, and Eskom will call on them that they must focus on that. We are doing that as government, as the people of South Africa. We are taking your debt, and then we are saying to Eskom, also do your part in terms of social compact. Do your part, provide electricity. That's what the people of South Africa are doing. But I think I need to say more about electricity coming from SONA. The president saying this ESCOM thing is just one of the things that we are doing. Government also pronounced in SONA through the president that we are going to assist households with solar panels. There should be interventions. Again, there are going to be some interventions as far as businesses are concerned. That's the detail that we are waiting to come from the president as to exactly what we are doing. But what we would like to say as the African National Congress is that as we do that, there are other things that we need to take care of. We don't want to import all those solar panels. That should give us an opportunity to industrialize. That should give us an opportunity to localize. That should give us an opportunity to allow black business, to allow small business, to allow women-owned businesses, to allow BE to be involved in industries and the production of those solar panels here in South Africa. By so doing, what will be happening will be providing the much needed jobs, so solving many problems. So in this whole thing, the proverbial silver lining in a dark cloud is that it provides us an opportunity to grow the economy by making sure that these things that we are going to use there, they are produced here locally.
Briefly, before I let you go, as the chair of the Portfolio Committee on Appropriations, the DA has also really criticized the ANC government in then funding some of these ailing SOEs. What can you tell us insofar as, how the ANC is expecting the minister to talk to state-owned entities?
Yes, I think we all agree that when we recapitalize the SOEs, it's very important that they should also stand on their own feet and do what they are supposed to do. For instance, what we did during the midterm budget, there was a special appropriation to assist Transnet, right? We all know how important Transnet is into the economy of this country. What are they saying? Are they saying we should not intervene and allow allow Transnet to fall off? No, we won't allow that, because if you allow that, it means we are saying we are allowing the economy to just fall apart with the jobs that go with that economy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Buthelezi, for your time. The African National Congress also speaking to some of the criticism that they have received from the opposition, and also speaking to their expectations ahead of the Finance Minister's budget speech.
Athi Mtongana, thank you very much for that update live for us in Parliament. Our teams out and about this morning, and we're going to continue getting updates, particularly from the team in Parliament. All right.